So I've got 10 questions to answer. These questions were not set by me, they were set by other people. It's about getting to know the person behind the bag, behind the shopping, behind the hair. What I'm going to do as a little just eye candy for you, when I tell you what the question is, I'm going to show the handbag, and I'd like you in the comments below to either tell me which handbag you really like, which handbag you don't like, and if you can name them, and also what of my answers maybe surprised you. So let's get on with it. So I was tagged by Johnathon, I'll link him down below, and I've got 10 questions written on a bit of paper right here. The very first question is, what 3 foods do I not like but a lot of people seem to like eating? My answer is going to be, I absolutely hate, and my face is probably changing as I'm talking about this, tuna. I don't like tuna. I do like fish, but I don't like tuna. I don't like it in any of its form, where it's a tuna steak. I don't like it in its tin form. I don't like it in salad. Oh my God, it's like cat food. I am not a tuna fan. I also do not like olives, and I also do not like mushrooms. Question number 2 is favourite way for me to exercise. The favourite way for me to exercise is probably walking. I think at this age that I am now, we do not want to be putting high impact on our joints. You know, we're menopausal. When I say we, I'm talking about all women, all women over the age of 48. We're perimenopausal, our joints hurt, everything hurts, everything aches. So basically low impact is better for us now at this age. The whole days of 10,000 steps, I never agreed with that anyway. I would never do 10,000 steps, because 10,000 steps for me and 10,000 steps for someone who's athletic is very, very different, and everyone's body works differently. So I would much prefer to go out walking. I do agree with keep moving and do your stretches. Lightweight is important for muscle tone, and I am not doing it enough, but I am going to start doing a lot more toning up. That is my go-to exercise. Question 3. If I had 5,000 US dollars, what would I buy right now, handbag wise? What would I buy right now? That would be 3,700 GBP. So I would buy, I've always wanted a Chanel bag, and I don't know what Chanel bag that I want because their straps are very short. I don't like the modernised ones with flaps. I don't like all that. So I'm probably looking at a vintage bag that I can try on. If I had to go right now to a shop and buy a bag, I would go to Fendi, and I would buy the light blue mini baguette. The reason being is because it's a lovely summer colour baguette. Details in the leather, like it looks like it's laser cut a little bit lacy looking. I would buy that one. Question 4. Am I a cat or dog person? I used to be a cat person. My first pet was 2 cats, and then my mum had 2 cats, so we were very much cat people. But as I became an independent adult and had my own child, I decided, after we had 2 cats and they passed away, we then decided to get a dog. Yeah, I am now a dog person. I now own 3 dogs, and my sister owns 2 dogs. I'm an animal person completely. I love all my animals, and yeah, I'm definitely 100% more an animal person than a human person, and dogs over cats, just slightly. Question 5. What are my 3 top comedy shows? Believe it or not, I don't like comedy. It's not that I don't like laughing. I don't like scripted things that are made to make people laugh. There's a couple of fellas that I've watched on Instagram a couple of times, and they're just live on stage, and they are just very naughty but very, very funny, and they just say it. There's no filters, and I love them. If I could find a picture of them, I'll put them up on here. I do also like, I'm thinking about it, so I'm laughing, Mrs. Brown's Boys, the Irish gentleman, Brendan Carroll or someone like that. But yeah, he's a gentleman who plays the role of Mrs. Brown, Irish, very funny. If I had to pick another one, what else would I pick? That's it. No, I can't give you a comedy. I'd much prefer a murder, a thriller, a drug deal, a conspiracy, something. I'd much rather something that gets my brain going and, you know, and I get involved and lost in a storyline. I don't do horrors, but I do like thriller, murder, you know, like Criminal Minds, all those sort of things. I like those more than comedies. My bag of the day is, this is one bag I can talk about because it's actually in the question. This is a Fendi baguette, standard size. I got this in Japan and I'm off out after this video. So I'm going for a nice little cocktail brunch with my friends for a catch up because I'm wearing it with this. So I thought the yellow and the gold and the silver is a nice combination together. So this is the bag that I'm going to be rocking today. Question 7 is favourite sport to watch. Now, I don't watch any sport. I don't like football. I will watch the final if England or Ireland are in it. Occasionally, I would watch the Olympics. I do not sit down and watch a sport. I mean, I have gone to the pub and I have watched a boxing match because it was a really like big match and everyone was involved, and I've just gone for the atmosphere. Other than that, I don't rush home and watch any sort of sports. Question number 8. Favourite music genre. I grew up in the 1970s, 1980s, so we had the best music in them days. We had the likes of, I used to love rock music, heavy metal. I loved soul. I grew up on Luther Vandross, Whitney Houston, Alexander O'Neill, Prince, Michael Jackson. I grew up with all of those wonderful soul artists. But then at the same time, I also loved a little bit of Bon Jovi and a little bit of Madonna and all the rest of it. So I don't actually listen to anyone in particular, but I will put the radio on and just listen to whatever happens to be on. Question 9 is favourite movie of all time. I would say it's a movie from my childhood or my teenage years, and there's 2 of them, and I know what they are straight away. The first one is Lost Boys, featuring David Sutherland. No, Kiefer Sutherland. And the second movie is Footloose, featuring Kevin Bacon. Loved those movies. And quick question for anyone out there, do any of you remember the Brat Pack? When I mean the Brat Pack, I'm not talking about the Frank Sinatra days. I'm talking about the one after that, which was Rob Lowe, Tom Cruise, Matt Dillon, Corey Haim, Corey Feldman, all those guys. So did anyone ever follow the Brat Pack? I'd like to know that because I have a major crush on one of those. And the last question, number 10, is what is my favourite handbag brand? Now, Louis Vuitton is my favourite handbag brand at the moment. Thank you for staying to the end. If you did stay to the end, would you do me a favour and put the picture, it's a shopping picture and it's a picture of either a shopping cart or it's handbag, it's like a little pink handbags icon. If you put that into the comment box, that would be lovely. Then I know you stayed to the very end, and I will tag a few people. If you want to get to know them on a personal level, do let me know who, and I'll tag them in this video for you. But yeah, thank you for being here and thank you for watching to the end, and I will see you in another video. Take care, guys. Bye.